So welcome to day 9 of the program on Python programming. So in today's session, we will learn about handling files. So how to handle the files, how to read, write the files, and how to access the files, and also how to um, check with the errors that occur in file handling. So we have two subtopics on reading and writing files and file operations and error handling. So first, reading and writing files. So you know what is a file. Okay, so here in Python, this file handling will allow you to work with files with extensions of text as well as CSV. CSV means comma separated values. So each and every value will be separated by commas. So this will be used whenever huge data is required to be managed, and also it supports the txt file, that is text file, which may be a word document. So this allows you to work with file for reading, writing, and modifying data. So these three functions can be done in file handling. So it is a crucial skill for managing persistent data storage. So when it comes to the bulkier data storage, so this will become a crucial skill. So how to work with these kind of text files? So initially opening and closing file. So open function and close function are used to open the files as well as the closing the files, and also you can close the files with the keyword of with. So there are other modes of file operations. So here we have seen used to open files in various modes. So basically the default mode is a R mode. R mode means it denotes read mode. The file will be read only file. So this is the default file, and and the other mode is the W mode, which is a write mode. So whenever you want to include some data or modify some data in the file, you can use the write mode. This write mode will erase all the previous data and it will overwrite the existing data. So this is the W mode. And A mode. A is the append mode. Append means it will not erase the previous data, but it will add the new data to the existing data. That is the append mode. And X is the creating a new file. So you can use this mode to create a new file. So if the file name already exists, this will become a error. So if a new file, if you are creating, the name should not be already existing. So next is a B mode, which is a binary mode. So here this binary mode, we can use this file in both the text as well as the CSV mode. And T is the text to mode, which is the default mode. So T mode and R mode are the default modes. So these are some of the modes of file operations. So an example of basic file operation. So how to write a content to the file. So for writing the file, you can use this W mode with open example.txt. Example is a name given to a file that is open in a W mode. So it has to be open in a W mode so that you can write into the file. So file.write equal to, you can add your content here. So this is how to write a file. Then reading a file. So now we have written something and you have going to read the file. So for reading, you have to open the file in a read mode. So after opening, the content should be read by the program. So content equal to file dot read, then print the content. So this will print the contents that is present in the file. So we are using this with statement because you using with will automatically close the file after usage. So that we will use the with statement here. So it will print the content. This is how you can read and print the content. So reading and writing are the main operations in a file handling. So reading files. Reading file involves three methods, and you can use three method keywords like read, read line, read lines. So read will read the entire file. Read line will read the one line at a time, and read lines will read all the lines, and it will return it as a list. So these are the three methods available for reading the files. So for reading all the lines, this will be the example. So with open example.txt read as file. So lines is equal to file.read lines. So you are reading the lines and storing it in a variable line. For line in lines, for each and every line that is present in the lines, print the line dot stripe. So we have already seen in the previous session, stripe keyword is used to remove the white spaces that is present at the front or at the end of the string. So this read lines will read the lines and store it in a object called lines. For each and every line present in the lines, it will print the line without any backspace or white space. So this is the method, read lines method. Similarly, you can use the read or read line method also. Then writing to a file. So writing, you can do it in two ways. One is a W mode or A mode. So if you are using W mode, previous data will be erased and new data will be added. So here we are using append mode, that is A. So append the new content to an existing file. That means it will not erase any data, but it will add the new data to the previous data. So with open example.txt, a as file.write /n adding more text. So if you are adding to a next line, that is new line, you can use the /n and followed by your statement. So this will write into the file. That means it will append this data into the existing file. So next is working with CSV. So far we have seen how to work with text. So we'll see examples for that also. And next is working with CSV. CSV is comma separated values. So it will, this in Python we have a built-in module for handling the comma separated value files. So now reading the CSV file, how to read the CSV file. So import CSV. So for reading you have to import the format. So import CSV, open the CSV in the read mode. So reader, you read the file and store it in an object reader. So CSV dot reader file. So here we have used read lines. So instead of that, we have csv.reader of file that will be stored in the reader. And for each and every row in the reader, print the row. So this is how to read the CSV file. With respect to CSV, we have rows and columns where the data is existing. So we are using the row. Instead of line, we are using the row and column. So next is writing with CSV file. So import CSV. So using it in a W mode, new line is equal to. So we will write each data in a new line. So writer equal to csv.writer file writer dot write row. So it will write in the row order, name, age, department, and we can give some values here. So you can give the key here and you can give the values here in the next line. So this is, we can write the CSV file. So only two operations we are going to do in the file operations, read, write and append. So these are the main functions that we will be doing in the files. And next is file operation and error handling. So you have to handle the errors that occur during the file operation. So how to check the file existence? So for that, import OS. If os.path.exist, this file name, print file exists, else file does not exist. So in this way you have to import the OS and you have to give the command like os.path.exist. So it will check, this exist function will check for the file whether it is present in the directory or not. So delete a file. So in order to delete a file, you can import the directory and os.remove the file name. That is how you can delete a file. And then error handling. So errors can be of many types like value error, type error, name error, so on. And here you can also have a file not found error. So a new type of error called file not found error if the file is missing. So when you don't have the file existence, you can get this kind of error. So try with open some file read mode as file content equal to file read. So if the file exists, the contents will be printed. Otherwise, except file not found error as E. So if the file is not found, it will print as file not found, comma E. So E will be file not found error. So this is how you can handle the errors in file operations. So we'll see a working example for file handling. So now I'm creating a file, text file. So new text document. I'm giving it as a name, fruits. So inside the document, I'm giving some fruit names. So inside the document, I'm giving some fruit names: apple, banana, and mango. So I'm saving it here. So now this fruits file will contain apple, banana, and mango. So now I am saving this file as file inside the same folder where I have stored the fruits. So file handling.py. So now I have saved it in the same folder. Now I'm opening the file called as fruits. Open. So file not found error. Now, so we have arrived at file not found error. So we have to rectify what mistake we have done. So we have to what is the mistake that we have done is we have to use a extension whenever you are using the file operation. So extension is .txt. So now we don't have any error here, and so that I'm printing the value print of I'm using a variable called f to open and print. Now I run. So now I'm getting as fruits.text mode is equal to R. So R mode is read mode. So it is in a read mode. So what I have to do is f is equal to is the content equal to f dot read. So it is just reading and now printing content. So now it has printed like apple, banana and mango. So now I have opened the contents of the file fruits and I have printed it. Now I'm going to write. So this is up to this we have done the open function and read function, and now I'm writing the file f dot write f dot write of strawberry. So I'm receiving as unsupported operation not writable. That means this file is in read mode. So I have to change it into a write mode. So what I have to do is I have to change this read mode into write mode so that directly I can define like this. So now it is in write mode, so I cannot read its content. So I'm deleting it. F dot write. So I didn't get any error, but nothing is printed here. So I need to check whether this content is added in our file. So I'm going to open the file, refresh. Now I'm opening the file. So now the file is empty. So as I told, since we are using the write function, this write function will erase the previous contents. But why the new content has not been written here? That we will check. So what is the thing we have to do is after writing we have to close the file. So close. So after writing you have to close the file, then run the program. We don't have any error. Now we will close this. So you can also see in the runtime we have received the values as strawberry. So our new value has been written after closing in a new file. We had received the new data that has been added by us. The old data, everything got erased. So instead of that, if we don't want to erase the previous data, we have to use the append function. You can also add another fruit and check it. Right, orange. Now you can see, you can check here. So strawberry, orange. So it is together, it has been printed. So to print it in a new line, you can give /n. Now run the module. Then check and see the file. So you can see strawberry, new line, orange. So in this way you can use the write function. So now append. So for appending we can use the A mode. We can change this file into A mode. Now I'm appending the same strawberry and orange here. So you can see the previous values does not get erased, but it new value get appended to the previous value. So I'm giving a new line here also. Run module. And you can see here again this is appended to the previous value. So this is how you can manipulate with the file operations, read, write and append operation. When you want to use the same file for read and write, you can have the provision for that. So f dot f is equal to open full dot text txt comma or plus inside the double quotes. If you are using this kind of a letter, you can easily access the file in both the modes, both the read as well as in the write mode. Now print f dot read. So now you can read the file as well as write the file. See, you can read as well as write. So both the operation has been carried out here, read operation as well as write. So this file fruit.txt has been read and the read value is printed. But before reading, the write function takes place since it is in the first priority. Once the file has been opened, the write function will takes place. Write means here we have using it in a append mode. So to the previous data, new data has been added. Strawberry and orange has been written, appended to the previous data, and then this read function takes place. So it will read and the values will get printed. So in this way you can do the file operations. And next is error handling. So error handling, you can see here file not found error. So if this file is not uh, properly specified, or if the name is mistakenly printed, then we will have a file not found error. So this is called as error handling. So you have to check with the format of the file, whether it is in txt or CSV. You can check the format and you can also check the spelling or cases of the file name, and also you can check the path of the file. The path should be in the same path where this programming python p.py file exists. You can also use the command instead of read, you can also use the command read line so that it will read by line. So first strawberry, when you give read lines, it will read all the lines and return the values in a new line. It will return the values in a new line. That is why /n and /n are printed. So it is reading a line by line and it is returning the values as a list. So you can see here inside the square braces we have the values printed here. So this is a list. So read lines command will return our values as a list. Here it will read one line at a time, and when you use the read command, it will read the entire file and display it. So that is about file handling, file operations and error handling.